Hey there, we are going to talk AI. And so I know that AI is the new upcoming deal and it's super helpful in all the ways. So we're going to utilize an easy resource we already have available to us. It's called Gemini. And so you'll find it under your waffle. So if you look, I'm under my Google Chrome, a new tab, and I'm going to go to my waffle. And if you look, you may already have Gemini installed. And if you don't, you'll just go ahead and add it as an app. And I'm a math teacher, and we don't have a whole bunch of resources yet at our disposal. And so we are kind of plugging in what we can just to make sure we're exposing the kids to the rigor that they need, and then just getting that additional practice. So I have a new unit coming up with multiplication and division. And so what I want to go ahead and do is see, are there any additional formative assessments I can go ahead and create that hit those TEKs? And we have a whole bunch of TEKs that's in that next unit. So I want to just go ahead and break it down to a couple of the TEKs that really intertwine simply so that I can do a quick check with my students. So here is what I want to do. I'm going to just ask simply that prompt. Create for me a formative assessment of, and I'm going to be specific, 10 questions that cover the following TEKs. And let me look at my math plans. I already have them up. And no, I don't want that one. Let me look at this one. Here we are. So I'm going to take these two TEKs, which have to do with multiplication and division with equal groups and partitioning for even numbers. And I'm going to plug those TEKs into this problem here. And what I'm going to do is give it a second to process, and we will see what it comes up with. Technology, we just have to be patient with it. Okay, so what you can see is it plugs in on the top my title for what I need here. It says we have this third grade formative assessment. It gives us these TEKs. And look, I have some questions here. I'm digging some of these questions. This is a digital format, but let me say this. I want a tangible one. So I'm going to ask Gemini, can I get this in a version, can't type, that I can download? And let me see what he says. I think he'll say, you can't, but we're going to create this copy and paste option for you. So let me see. Look, it says here is a formative assessment in a simple, easy to copy and text format. So it gives us the questions, and then the kids will just go ahead and work through those. I'm going to say, please, I apologize. Please update it to be multiple choice like the digital version. And you can make some adjustments and changes that you find necessary. And we will see what he's going to do. He's making us a multiple choice worksheet. And again, we can easily copy, paste, and print. Look at how fancy that is. Obviously, it's not as, we'll make that work. Okay, so we can export it to Sheets. I like this copy table because that makes it a little bit easier for me. I will go ahead and open in Google Docs because first off, I like my Google Docs. Everything's already saved. It's easy. I can download any of that as I need to. So it all works. All right, everything just takes a smidgen of a minute to play with. All right, so that's your answer key. Oh, it's got to update all the things. Sync up with all the space here. Did I not do the other part? I didn't. So that's our answer key. And then I can go ahead and highlight. Whoopsie daisy. Here we are. Copy and paste. Let me do that up here, shall I? And then this, you can make it a little bit easier to do any of the necessary updating that you need to make it user-friendly for your children, however it needs to be. If you need some space to give them some space to work, again, you can always upload this as a, put it into Cami so that it can be read to your kids, whatever you need for it to do. It's very versatile. Obviously, I would not give them the answer key, but that's at least for you to use. But you can always, like I said, upload this first page into Cami if you need it for an oral admin or any of those other resources. Otherwise, it's a quick formative assessment, and it was something I didn't really have to spend a lot of time creating. I might just do some minor editing to make it easier for my kids, change some fonts because I'm an elementary teacher and I need it pretty. But that's a quick way of using that Gemini tool at our disposal.